All right, we're live here. I'm going to talk about some betting for the June 19th card. Kyle Hunter here. Keep this super informal. Just talk about a few of the games that I at least like, look through some of the numbers that I usually like to look at. Um, Guys have a great day. It's been a while since I've done this. Try to do this more, especially in the coming weeks and months. But subscribe to the channel down below. I appreciate it. Getting close to 500. I haven't really pushed it very much, but probably should do that more, do a little bit more on here. So thank you to everybody who is tuned in, and I will get started here into the card a little bit. I do have a play here for tonight. 19 and 4 in the last 23. Not going to be able to keep that up. I know I'm not a great salesman when I say stuff like that, but long term, my MLB has done really well. So we'll try to have a good rest of the season here. Always being honest and transparent about how things go. All right, so let's look at. I want to share screen a little bit. I'll share the Sports Insight tab here to start with. All right, Arizona minus 162 against Patrick Corbin in Washington. I'm always good for a Corbin fade. Arizona hits lefties really well. Their split is fantastic. So I would look for a team total over there on Arizona if I took anything. I can't lay that big of a number. I think that's a pretty pricey line there. But if you're looking at it, let me pull it up right now. Team total, maybe even first five team total, something like that. Uh, that's the way I'd want to look at that. Here is Arizona team total and or first five team total for Arizona. This is not something I've bet myself yet, but something I like pretty well, given that I want to fade Corbin, and Arizona's very good against lefties. All right. Next game, Dodgers, Rockies. Man, the Rockies were absolutely hosed last night. Got to feel bad for them. Jake Cave getting really upset. Definitely warranted. I don't want to bet this game. There's nothing about this game that I want to bet. Dodgers obviously deserving favorites, big favorites here, but nothing I want to bet in this one. Seattle and Cleveland. This is my play that's up at the site. Baltimore and New York. Uh, Garrett Cole's back. Now the umpire here has been a bit to the over, but it strikes called in general in my umpire database. Nothing looks out of whack for Morales, so I don't see anything that really stands out in this game either. If you look at past history, Cole has given up 317 weighted on base average against the Orioles. The Orioles lineup has been tremendous here of late. They've been the best in baseball over, I believe, about a 1 month sample. So uh, let's see, go on to the next one. We have Boston and Toronto. Okay, here's the one that I highlight in this. I'm going to take over 8 as a free play on this one. If you look at Toronto, they've really underachieved badly when it comes to the offense. Their batting average from balls in play is very low. Their lineup should not be nearly as bad as they've been. We've got Alfonso Marquez as the umpire here, 288, 256 to the over. His strikes called definitely point to him being an over guy. Strikeout to walk ratio is number 5 lowest, so definitely a hitter-friendly umpire in Alfonso Marquez. Now let's look at the splits here quickly. The matchup. Mayo against Gossman. Mayo 431 WOBA allowed against the Blue Jays roster. And you can see, I mean, this is Guerrero has done amazing. 2 doubles, 2 homers, and 14 at-bats. I know the sample size is small. I wouldn't put everything into this by any means, but still a good starter. Springer 6 for 15. These guys have hit him very well. If you look at Gossman, a bit bigger sample size, 376 WOBA here, and a couple of these guys have really teed off on him. Yoshida has 3 hits, 3 hits, including a homer. McGuire 4 and 6. Ran 5 for 10 with 4 doubles. So I think both these guys have consistently struggled enough against the opposition. I would definitely look toward an over. So I have bet over as a small personal play myself. That'll be my free play here. I'm going to bet over 8. I think verse 5 over was solid as well. I see that plus money in some places. So that's another one I like a decent amount. Next game on the board, Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Tampa Bay games, pretty unpredictable to me. Bradley could go a lot of different ways. I don't see anything that I really like. Houston and the White Sox. I mean, this is just amazing to see Houston only minus 118 against the White Sox of all people. Now, Crochet has been amazing. Um, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly or not, but the White Sox pitcher has been tremendous this year. Hunter Brown has kind of underachieved, not been great. Hunter Brown should be better than this. The Astros should clearly be better than they've been. No way could I bet the White Sox plus 107, plus 105. That's out there. Houston a pass for me. I didn't bet it. It kind of looks like, that sucker bet people talk about, although I'm not big on the fishy lines thing. You guys know that. But Houston would be the side that I would lean toward in that one. Kansas City and Oakland. Reagan's has been fantastic. Uh, Oakland finally got a win there last time. I think in this one, it's a pretty fair price. If you look at past history, I'll share this tab. Cole Reagan has pitched extremely well in good time against the Athletics. Oakland is better against lefties than they are against righties, but I don't really trust them to hit Cole Reagan's. I would lean KC minus 1.5, but nothing strong for me to take it. I did lean under that one. It's just hard to take under 7.5 minus 125 with KC having a pretty good offense. So move on to the next game. We've got the Mets. Okay, the Mets and Texas. Uh, Mets on this streak grimace thing is kind of funny. I don't know what to do with this game either. The Mets have hit the ball extremely well of late. Would have me leaning toward an over 8 in this game. It's just how much do we trust that the Mets, what they're doing right now, is actually going to be predictable going forward? I'll show you this tab. Like, 385 Woba allowed against the Rangers. Heaney 374 allowed. So certainly over um, over 8 is my lean here. Bet online over 8 minus 116. Shop to see what you get. The best you can get minus 115. DraftKings. Um, yeah, this is probably my another one that I've leaned toward a decent amount here would be an over. Not sure if I'll bet this one or not. Grant, yes. So like tonight's play, the current number, especially if you don't have to lay any juice at that number. Caleb, hey, thanks a lot, man. Like to break this down, kind of give people my thoughts as to how things go. I know other people just, pound their chest and say free pick, here's a free play, this cash in and stuff like that. It's just really not the way I handle things. Just trying to give people an insight into how I go about looking at these games, usually, handicapping late at night, the night before the games, or morning of the games. Last, Milwaukee and the Angels. I don't know what to do with. I think Tyler Anderson is regression candidate. Peralta, a good pitcher. The Brewers' offense probably can't keep up what they have been doing. Um, but don't want to bet the Angels. I don't trust them. The Angels' bullpen is just terrible. I'm going to pass on that game. And anything else as far as the day? Excuse me. Allergies bother me. Wish we could get a little bit of rain here in Ohio. Um, so just briefly, we'll look at WNBA. I've been capping the WNBA, so I've been betting it a little bit as well. The aces, pretty good bounce back angles here on the aces here, under on Indiana. I think that's not to make, but it makes sense. Under after a high scoring game. Look at this really briefly. These unders after really high scoring games have done very well in the WNBA. Indiana does play pretty quickly and doesn't have a good defense, but you can see how this angle is done long term. If you take two teams that have had really high scoring games, way over the total of the previous game, you take the under in the next game. So, an interesting angle to keep track of going forward. Uh, so, hey, look, learning to fish. It's great. You and others your time and resources to help others learn. Hey, that's my goal. Yeah, I want to help others learn. I want to help do this the right way. Definitely not the used car salesman type that fits into stereotypes and things like that. But I really do want to help people, and that's always the goal. Try to do more of these. I appreciate that. Quite a few people tuned in right now. Definitely appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel. Share it out to your friends. Certainly, if I can get over that 500 mark and see the subscribers go up, it will encourage me more to do things like this even more often. All right. So I am betting personally the the over in the Toronto game. Over 8, about plus 100. Looks like about the best price you can get, maybe minus 103 or 4. Okay, so over for Toronto. I also lean over in the Texas game. Also like a team total over for Arizona. Not sure I'm going to bet that one, but that's surely a strong lead for me. WNBA wise, good angle on the Fever, pretty good angles here on the Aces. So we'll try to do this a little bit more often. Thanks for your time. I hope everybody has a great day. And I will catch you again sometime soon.